Hello, everybody. Welcome to the ErgoBros Podcast. I'm Chris Pilarchuk.
I'm Stephen Clisby.
And together we're the ErgoBros. Welcome, ErgoBros and ErgoBros fans. We've got perhaps our most favourite ErgoBro convert with us today, introducing none other than Ben Clisby.
Hey guys.
Also known as the New Zealand's best roofer, Supreme Roofer of the Year award winner, and probably the world's first roofing ergonomist. Welcome, Ben. It's great to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I like how you made up some of those achievements there. That was pretty good.
Hey, mate, you've earned all of them. You've earned all of them. If you're wearing them like badges, we would not see your shirt.
Yeah.
So good to have you on board, bro.
Great to have you, mate.
Yeah.
So our first question on our podcast, Ben, is what made you want to become possibly the world's first roofing ergonomist expert?
Well, listening to Chris at a roofing conference, he was talking about the back pains, the injuries, and the stooping part, and I was like, listening to him, I was like, yeah, I know what he's saying. I remember my brothers my half brother's 10 years older than me going, wait till you're 30, and then when they're 40, go wait till you're 40. And then I remember Chris started talking about nail bags and all these tools. And I was like, oh yeah, that's me. I've tried all the nail bags. In the end, I made my own custom parts for my nail bag. So then after Chris and John from Chasms both spoke on stage, when they were finished, I went and approached them and we just started having a yarn and realised me and Chris were pretty close, we're only an hour apart, so we started catching up. And Chris started picking my brain left, right and centre. So that's how it all started.
And that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, well then I said, someone needs to do a video. It's 2023 or 20, whenever it was we hooked up. And he goes, yeah, we're going to do it and you're going to be in the video. And then after twisting my arm, we made that happen. And we went on to 2 series of videos.
That's right.
They're pretty raw, pretty amateur videos. Well, they come across all right, but that was pretty daunting coming in and doing that. And Chris had two blokes, was it 2? A sound guy and the filmer, and everyone was bossing me around, and it was a bit daunting. But I think, what would we make, a 26-minute video, and it probably took 6 hours work, something like that, Chris?
It did. We ended up splitting it up, and you can see those videos on YouTube now, on our Chasms YouTube channel. Ben stars there. I think you ended up doing about good 15 videos in the end there, Ben.
On
Ergonomics.
You broke them up, yeah. But then we moved on. Then we went to Nelson and caught up with the Fribisco team.
That's right.
We went through all their tools. That was a lot more casual. We got Martin involved from Fribisco, and he's very knowledgeable about tools and all those things.
Yeah,
but
we
originally worked out there's a lot of different snips and things, but there was no information on why they were there. There was no other videos. I noticed after we launched ours, someone in the US who sells tools, they made a video about snips. And now Martin's done an update version of Snip. So now there is more information out there for people.
Yeah, it's good. It was good. But in the time, we were all that was there. So out of all your things, ergonomics and roofing, what's your three gems for roofers?
I think the biggest one would be is getting the weight off the apron, off your tool belt. When you're going up on a roof, you want to have all your gear because it's always a mission to get down to get your stuff so you carry it all on you. But I think lighten up the load, take it in a bag and put it close so it's easy to get, because you're running around with all this shit you don't need, or you might only need it, in the second half of the day, but you've got it on your waist the whole day. It's just crazy. And then different tech bit lengths for when you're screwing off a roof with different pitches. It just straightens your back up a lot more. And then number 3 would be do a lot of prep on the ground and use sawhorses, tables, get yourself on nice flat ground, get your back up straight and cut flashings in as much as you can on the ground, and then take it on the roof and do your finishing, what you need to do on the roof on that awkward slopes and that.
Love it.
I would say those three things have helped me. And I'm recently working with a guy who's been roofing over 20 years, really, and he's all about getting trestles set up and having set up like that. And all his gear's in a bucket. He's got a special bucket caddy, carries it around, pulls out what he needs at the time.
Well, tell him we'll be interviewing him next week.
I did. I told him he had to come and sit in this one today, and I had to stay working.
Yeah, no, he sounds like the man. That's excellent, Ben.
Nice.
Yeah.
So over your, long distinguished career, you got any safety horror stories, any that you can talk about?
Well, I could go back to before working at Heights Agenda. We used to do all sorts. We would do a 2-story house without scaffold. We used to wire out commercial jobs, used to walk over the I-beams, pulling the netting over, and that was normal. It probably wasn't right, there was always the rule you shouldn't be able to fall. But yeah, two of my brothers have had some serious falls. One was from 9 meters. They both survived, but it hasn't done their bodies any favors. I've given Chris he's seen some of the photos of the damage from the falls.
Yeah, didn't they fall onto iron or something? They got lacerations.
My brother Paul fell on his stomach, I think, on a fence or on the side, and he broke all his ribs, has damaged his spleen. And my other brother, he landed on a fence too, but he hit his ass and it split his ass wide open.
That's right. Yeah. I thought
his knee.
I thought it would actually cut himself on iron, but it was on the fence.
No, just the impact. It was the impacts split, and he broke his knee. That damaged his knee. So
basically, all of those falls could have killed your bros, eh? Really, because they were well over 1.2 meters.
Well, they're in New South Wales, so they're all like 3-story units and things. So it's all high, and a lot of the jobs they work on are high. So yeah.
Bloody hell. Okay, well, you're the first to play our podcast vodcast game. So we're going to have a little bit of a game for you. It's a little bit of a challenge. Basically, we're just going to give you 2 things. We call this let's play what would you prefer. So we're going to give you 2 things, and you've got to tell us which of the 2 things you prefer and why. Okay, so they're going to be quick fire. All right, so hang in there. Okay, this one we already think we know. Tool belt or bucket?
Still the tool belt. You still need the tools close at hand. It's about what you put in the tool belt.
Good point. Okay, corrugated or long run roofing? Long run pan?
Corrugate.
Any reasons?
It's easy. It's the original New Zealand colour steel corrugated roof.
Okay. For screwing down roof, normal drill or ratchet drill?
Normal drill. Throw the impact in the back of the van. Noisy. And they can damage the coating on the screws, and that they're not recommended anyway by the manufacturers. And you have anybody inside, the noise inside, for if you got someone still living in the house, it's terrible.
Yeah, I agree. And if you have to work around it, it's a bit of a pain as well. Okay, a can of V or a can of Coke?
Oh, can I have both?
Mixed together?
I'd say Coke. Coke Zero.
He's a Coke man. Okay, are you would you prefer it to be part of the roof crew, on the roof crew, or you ground crew?
Ground crew.
Of course, so. And you're getting work up off the ground. And what's your preference, ute or van?
Ute.
Wait, any reasons?
Yeah, these new utes drive like cars. Vans are still
Vans are still vans.
shit, blow around in the wind, but they're good for hauling gear. Yeah,
Awesome.
it's good to have both. It's good to have both in your business. Yeah.
Fair enough. Cool. Oh, yeah. We agree with you in your selections there. Not so bad.
What about the tool belt?
Well, I think you're right. You got to still have the tool belt because you don't want to be getting on and off the roof. But use of a bucket and a tool belt will lighten your load.
We might have to revisit that question then, eh?
Might have to revisit that question.
Yeah.
I thought it would be clear cut. That's okay. It's all good.
He was very adamant that you'd be a bucket guy, so
Yeah, I thought he'd be a bucket guy, but that's all right.
Nah, well, if you always have to go to the bucket, then you're always going down, and if your stuff set up, you're standing in a position that's right there, bang, bang.
Through that.
Normally, you move them from your belt if you've got a table and put them all on the table anyway. I'm really good at hanging my tools up everywhere. I don't know where they are. Yeah.
So, in your opinion, what makes a good roofer?
Well, it's a balance. So obviously you got to have good workmanship, but at a good pace. You know what I mean? So that's the same for any good tradesman. Someone can do the best job in the world, but if they take 4 times longer, are they justifiable to employ?
Good
you know
point.
what I mean?
Good point.
Yeah. We can all take forever to do a job, but no one wants to pay for forever.
Yeah.
So it's always a competitive game. So you got to be clean and productive. It's a clean work and be productive. Is there a fine
line there though, Ben? Because you don't want rework either, and you see some shoddy jobs in your time.
You got to be good at both. I don't say fast. I say a consistent pace. You get guys who rush and do that part of the job fast, and then they blow out, and then they're dragging their ass all afternoon, or they're overtired, and then they're making mistakes. You got to find your medium, and you got to be consistent, and you got to be consistent 5 days or 6 days a week, whatever you work.
Yeah,
you can't hiss on a Monday, Tuesday, and be shit Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah,
it's as plain as that. Yeah,
that's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah.
Or you work hard for 3 days and take a sick leave. Consistency.
Yeah, consistency. Yeah,
same as a sports player. What guy plays 1 good game and 3 shit games? Or the guy who plays consistent for 5 games. Who's the better player?
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. Yeah. Awesome.
Nice.
So you know that the roofing industry in New Zealand has a hell of a lot of injuries. Got one of the highest.
I don't remember I don't have any stats. Have you got stats with you guys or?
Yeah. Well, we haven't got any on us, but just to say that you got, it's about the 3rd most sort of harmful trade really in terms of numbers of strains and sprains. And
so back, neck, wrists, knees,
back, shoulders, knees really for roofers.
Shoulders.
But you've got a good smattering of wrist problems amongst roofing, and I think it's really tool intensive. Whether it's snips or drills or whatever, you've always got something in your hands.
Yeah, well, tin snips always put a lot of pressure on your wrists if you're doing a lot of cutting.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So, what do you reckon for what does the industry need to do in New Zealand to sort of like try to turn that around a bit?
Well, it's a hard one, but I think keeping your gear up to date, like keeping good sharp snips, learning how to use your snips and why there's different, and maybe stretch your arsenal of snips, because there is snips have different benefits of different uses. Power cutters, of course, as well. Like it used to be nibblers, and we've got the shears, and everyone's got the Milwaukee and that shears. They're really expensive. They're almost getting priced out of the game for how expensive they are. But Martin, if you go to Fribesco and look at some of their stuff, they've got different mechanical cutters for different situations. On that video, we did get a chance to play with those one set, and they were unreal. You could cut in sharp radiuses. I still haven't bought a pair, but those seem really good. And the jaw comes with 4 sides, so you've got 4 times the use out of that tooling.
Yeah. It's pretty versatile.
And then I'd start looking at buying proper stop end tools for some of the products that you use.
Yeah.
Instead of using your square vice grips, or buy offset tools. I'd be interesting to know how many roofers have offset seamers folders. I love mine. Like you turn them upside down, they just work. You can get different pressure on them. Turn them up the other way, you can just get more force on them.
Yeah, yeah,
And they do cleaner cuts than the conventional ones that you buy from the hardware stores here.
yeah. And it's basically just making your work easier, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Really?
a roofer's toolkit's not expensive. You look at builders with nail guns, Braden guns, laser levels. Our toolkits are reasonably cheap.
Yeah, yeah.
And the other thing is I've seen AEG tool line have just bought out a pair of shears, and I think you're saving $200 on a pair of shears compared to the other brands. I think chances should buy me a pair and I should trial them. And I do rate the AEG gear. People say, oh, it's not as good as Milwaukee or something, but I tell you now, you drop a Milwaukee drill off the roof, it's $500 for a bare tool, compared to maybe, I don't know what an AEG tool is, but they're a lot cheaper.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good tip. That's a good tip, Ben. Yeah,
Good
yeah.
tip.
And any tips for older guys wanting to stay in the game?
Hold on, I think we missed the part
you've been
about
in the game.
I think we missed the part about Chasden's buying me the AEG shears to trial. Did we write that down?
Oh, that
Did we note? Can we have that noted?
Went out there and back out into his one actually.
Oh,
sorry, didn't hear that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What about tips for the older roofer?
Well, he's probably learned a lot of his lessons now.
True.
He'll be feeling some of those pains, and some of those days will be harder to push through than others. So he could look, if he hasn't looked at longer tech bits than that now, and maybe looked at some of these other snips and driving around with sawhorses in his wagon, maybe if he's not doing that now, he should be looking at it.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Or looking at changing the role in the business he's in.
It's never too late.
Yeah.
Our final question, we'll ask you to finish this sentence. So, if I had my time on the tools again, I would what?
Be a dentist.
You'd make a great dentist.
I would stay at school, listen to my teachers, tried a lot harder at school and become a dentist.
For sure, you'd be able to pull those teeth out like 2 at a time, no worries.
Yeah. I get to hurt you while you're in the chair, and then I give you the bill and really hurt you again. And then my work wagon could be a Porsche or a Mercedes or something.
Yeah, that's right. The Ford Ranger will be not needed in that occupation.
Seriously, I would have. I wish I knew about some of these tools earlier in that, you know what I mean? Like New Zealand was such a limited market. You could only buy straight shot aviation slips from the hardware stores. And we used to buy the better brand ones from the fastener suppliers. They used to stock them in. You couldn't buy offset snips and that off the shelf here.
Wow.
You just couldn't.
It's amazing.
Mechanical cutters, they were pretty piss poor. We did have a pair of double cut shears that were air compressor ones. They were great. So we were always looking for this stuff. It just wasn't available.
It's really interesting. And now we've got, places, as you say, like Fabrisco, Martin and his crew, like they're
You remember when you used to jump on the internet and you used to make that noise? That was the internet. And we just didn't have that reach that we have now.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like someone like a company like Fribesco having those tools in stock. And they actually have other shops, suppliers are selling, some of the suppliers are selling their tools direct now too, so even more availability there. They are expensive, but you get what you pay for. It's the same with anything, isn't it?
Yeah. And as you say, the tool's really substituting for putting your body on the line. So better the tool, the longer your
the better the finish too. You're getting a better cut, you're getting a better fold.
Cut, better quality.
You're surprised the difference.
Yeah.
You've seen my snip collection. It's pretty.
Yeah, I have.
It's a bit nerdy, but
it's the snip museum. Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
cool. Oh, thanks, Ben. We've really enjoyed talking to you. We promised we wouldn't keep you longer than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All good vodcasts go 20 minutes. But thanks for participating with
Thanks
us.
so much. Ben.
Yeah.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah. And please remain the world's goddamn best roofer, because you know you are. We know you are.
Count it out. But before we go, have you got my postal address to send those shares out to?
No
Or should I
worries,
just I'll
mate.
email it to you.
Yeah, I'll just courier it as I usually do, all the free stuff that I give you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. It'll be in the courier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
Thanks so much for your time.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Enjoy.
Keep up the great work.
Cheers, Ben.
See ya.
Take care, mate.
See you, mate.
Thank you.
When we're good enough, we can know how to stop recording. And hopefully that stopped recording.
It still says recording here, but you can edit it back, can't you?
Yep. Awesome.
Sweet.